live on Bowen. Now, I perform comedy from Tasmania all the way to Australia. And it cost me an arm and a leg. Travel, accommodation, amputation, you name it. So I've had enough, and I've come up with a way to get paid to see the country, host my own travel show on a cha-ching commercial network. I'm going to go where no travel show has gone before in my next installment of Rob's Trip! To help me decide where to visit, we have sent out a survey to unloved towns across the country. And a resident from each place has filled it in and sent it back, okay, with the hopes that I can come and give them some lovin'. The town, that is. Now, I read out the responses and the audience will go wild with cheers and clapping, and whoever gets the biggest clap will, of course, go on to the next round, and we'll go on my globe of tripping. Now, here we go. Our first survey. Name of town, Wongalpong. Location, 70 kilometres southeast of Brisbane. Oh, okay. Population, 493% of them speak English. What did the other 7% speak? Wongalponganese? Is that racist? Yeah, maybe. Facilities. Well, facilities include, the grave of my great-great-grandfather, Edward Bowen. Now, Edward Bowen, he died in 1926 after travelling Queensland, painting homesteads in return for food and lodging. After his death, locals donated a tombstone in the shape of an artist's easel. Wow, you forgot to include what Edward Bowen ate for breakfast and what he did on Thursdays and how he likes scroggin. No, scroggin isn't a dirty word. I looked it up. I was disappointed too. Now, what to do in Wongalpong? Well, what you can do is, meet Whoopi Goldberg to channel the spirit of my great-great-grandfather and ask if he'd like to star in a remake of Ghost. All right, let's have a look. There's a graphic, apparently. Let's see how it looks. Oh! Wow, Edward Bowen's rocking with Demi. He's the new Aston Kutcher. Comedy value. Comedy value. Oh, artists can be very funny, but my great-great-grandfather, Edward Bowen, is a serious man. Oh, for fuck. Okay, right here. Final thoughts. On behalf of the Edward Bowen family and my great-great-grandfather, Edward Bowen, we'd appreciate the publicity and are open to Edward Bowen starring in a remake of that early 90s romantic drama. Anyway, all right. Next up, okay. Ooh, hello. This one's covered in love hearts and smells of perfume. Ooh. Name of town, Come By Chance. We still PG? All right, okay. Location, in the Pilbara district of northern New South Wales, baby. Population, 187. But you could be my 188th. Row. We got a live one here. Okay. Facilities include the pub, built in the 1950s, where the town was established, where you can buy me a drink or six, big boy. I don't know if you need any more alcohol, because there's something in the water. Drugs. What to do while you are here? Ooh, attend the Come By Chance picnic races, which attracts thousands each year. I've included a photo of what it would look like if I came along. Oh, if Rob came along, let's have a look. Wow. Well, pity I wasn't wearing my arseless chaps, because the front is the second half best part of my body. Okay, potential for comedy. Oh, you can make me laugh if you find my secret ticklish spot. I guess it's not that hard to pick up when you're in less than 200 people in your town. Final thoughts. Come by chance? Please don't ever leave me. I'm afraid I won't have a choice. Okay. So, all right, it is now time for our audience to vote. Now, where am I going to travel to? I'll say the name and you guys cheer for the one you want the loudest. First off, it's the dead house painter and fame-hungry kinsfolk, Wongalpong in Queensland. All right, or with the lovelorn ladies and my head superimposed on Matthew McConaughey, Come By Chance. It looks like Come By Chance is our winner this week, and you're going on our globe. Apparently it's in the ocean. So it's all well and good watching the show at home, ladies and gentlemen, but are you really wanting to just stay home and do nothing? Come on in, and the best way to do that is be a part of our studio audience. Have a look at this.
Are you bored, lonely, or staring aimlessly out the window wondering why you've got no friends? Well, we can't help you with friends, but come on down to RMIT University and be part of the Live on Bowen studio audience. Email us at audience@liveonbowen.com. Book your tickets and you'll never have to be lonely again.
And now, a detective so good, she solved global warming. Turns out the butler did it. Heyman Holmes!
Buongiorno. Heyman Holmes here. Food is delicious, isn't it? But have you ever really stopped to think about where it comes from? We take it for granted that milk's natural state isn't in a plastic bottle at the supermarket. What was the first person to discover milk actually doing? What kind of person looks at an adorable baby calf sucking at its mother's teat and thinks, gonna give me some of that? I mean, did they go teat to bucket, then bucket to mouth? Surely not mouth to teat, teat in mouth, mouth on to... Oh, you know what's weirder? Is how they convince the second person to try it. Your friend takes you over to a cow and goes, mate, gotta try some of this cow juice. Trust me. And what about eggs? How did that come about? Nothing in the cupboard. Wait, what's that falling out of that chicken's bum? I think I might put it in my mouth. Oh, it's a bit hard. I guess I'll crack it open and suck the goo out instead. It's like nature's version of a Kinder Surprise. The surprise is disappointment. Now, honey. No, not you, sweetheart. Honey. That golden, delicious goo, did it just descend from heaven onto our crumpets? Well, maybe. If by that you mean it's bee vomit. Yes, folks. Honey is flower nectar chewed up and vomited over and over by our good friends, the bees. Mouth-watering. I mean, who was first to work out that bee spew was a taste sensation? I'm starting to think that maybe we discovered all of these foods when someone dared their friends to do something stupid like olden day jackass. I'm Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Be Hard for a Hat. Ooh. Yummy. Or maybe it was just some crazed sugar junkie who needed a fix and wasn't going to let anything get in his way. I started off on 2 jars of Manuka a day, but I got hooked and I can't afford that no more. Need me honey, need me sugar, sugar, Okay, so milk, I can understand. Eggs, sure. Honey, all right. But this next one's a little fishy. Caviar. Thank you. A rich people so impatient that they can't even wait for the fish to hatch. Shit. Firstly, they're fluoro orange. That can't be a good sign. Unless you're a construction worker and need a high-vis lunch. That's nature trying to tell you something. Secondly, they're tiny. Was someone like, oh, well, I'm not hungry, but I still feel like eating 100 of something. And lastly, blue cheese. It's just cheese covered in mould. When did that stop being something you'd find in a student's fridge and start being a delicacy? The history of human culinary innovation is indeed a curious one. Perhaps pure luck led to our delicious discoveries. Maybe our friends dared us to try them. Or maybe we were all just bored. After all, if we never tried anything new, it'd be like the mouth version of staying in every Friday night while your friends are out having fun. So, unless you want to be a mouth cat lady, try something new once in a while. Who knows? You might just like it.
Heyman Holmes! Well, I'm certainly glad that I've already eaten. Because I never will again. Thank you, Heyman. Now, still to come is unsolicited advice from Dilrook and 2 guests on the couch. Count them 2. This is Live on Bowen!
Coming up, Aussie theatre sports champions Liam Amor and Jimmy James Eaton stop by for a chat. Comedy from Dave Warneck and tunes from Better Than the Wizards. You're watching Live on Bowen.